Namaste, and good morning to everybody out there. Welcome to another session of Yoga with Lisa, SXM, the gentlest yoga on the internet. At least I think so. I haven't seen anybody doing anything easier and more designed for people who resist yoga a little bit. So this is just for anybody who feels like they just need to stretch and breathe and relax. If you're working with a lot of chronic pain, maybe in the neck, back, or hips, this should be pretty good for you. Sorry, saying hi to a friend there. There you are, now I see you. All right, so yeah, whenever you're doing anything with me, if it feels like it's a little bit uncomfortable or painful or sensitive or tender or just awkward and it doesn't feel right, you certainly do not have to do anything that I recommend or anything that I suggest. You can modify it, make it work for you, listen to your own body and respect the messages that your body gives you. Maybe it's going to ask you to hold a pose longer than I do because it feels good and it's needing that stretch. So listen to your own body, and you can always just rest and wait until you're ready to catch up with us again if you feel like you need to modify or just wait out a particular move. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. It's wonderful to see you again. And let's go ahead and sit comfortably on our yoga mat or in a chair or on a sofa, wherever you are. Try to relax through the spine, but lift at the same time. Release your belly. Let your belly be soft. Accept yourself as you are. And let's close the eyes and just focus on breath. Breathing in through the nose. And out through the nose or the mouth or both. With every inhalation, sit just a little taller, but let your shoulders melt down away from your ears, away from your head, and relax those arms and shoulders. With every exhalation, about getting rid of any anger or worry or stress or tension. Just let it leave the body with that breath. Breathe in. Breathe in happiness. Breathe in joy. Breathe in strength. Breathe in peace. Trust that things will be okay. In the grand scheme of things, everything will be okay. We travel through this journey called life together. In the end, everything will be okay. We'll see each other again. With your next exhalation, keep that back straight, but drop your chin down and let the back of the neck relax. Drop your head forward. Keep your shoulders in line with your hips. Straight back, head tilting forward. Relax the neck 100%. Relax your belly so your neck can really let go. And keep your head forward as we begin to shift our weight on our right hip. And then back to the center. Shift your weight onto your left hip. Keep your head forward. We're not moving the head, we're shifting our weight on our hips, left and right. And the head may move a little bit. If it's totally relaxed, it will feel free to move a little left and right as you shift your weight on your hips. Imagine the shape of your spine curving in the wind like a grain of grass in the breeze. Freely move and breathe. Let's come back to the center now. Keep that head in front. Make sure your back is straight and your belly is relaxed. Head is tilting forward, the back of the neck totally relaxed. Let's move the chin 1 inch to the right and just ask that side of the back of the neck to release. Back to the middle, breathe in. Exhale, move the chin 1 inch to the left. Release any tension. Breathe air into any tenderness. Back and forth, moving the chin left and right along the collarbone. Let's take that chin all the way to the right shoulder and up, level out the face. Start to make a small circle in the air with your nose over the top to the back. If you're on your right shoulder, you should be going clockwise. So over the top to the back, regardless of which shoulder you're on. And if you cannot make a circle, you can make an oval or any other shape that works for you. Don't force your neck. Don't stress out. Just let yourself move through your full range of motion. If you feel tenderness or difficulty, resist and back away from that. Don't push. Let's come back to level and drop the chin down. Left and right a few times. Breathing a lot. Go to your left shoulder now and lift the chin up. Level out your face, looking over your left shoulder. Don't stress if your chin is not directly over your shoulder. You may notice mine is not. That's because of an injury, so I'm not stressing anything towards the left too far. But I'm going to try and make a circle over the top to the back. Left shoulder means counterclockwise. Breathing in and out. In and out. Breathing in and out. Come back to the center of your circle. Drop your chin. Let's go to the bottom, to the right shoulder. Look up overhead and gently come down. Let's go the other way now. Look to the left shoulder and up, over the top, and down over the right shoulder. Nice. Let's roll those shoulders down. Squeeze them up by the ears. Squeeze them back, down and forward. Breathe in and out. Reverse your circle. Nice. Bring your knees up and wrap your arms around your legs. Tuck your face into that little cave between your knees and your chest and just be with yourself for a moment. Accept yourself as you are. Relax your neck, relax your lower back. Beautiful. Keeping those knees like so. I'm going to scoot back a little bit so you can see my feet. Yeah. We're going to bring the right leg out a little bit and the left leg, and just bring your knees down. So the left foot is in front of the groin. The right foot is back behind your right hip. If this is not comfortable for you, you can modify or adjust any way that works for you. We call this the mermaid position. And we're going to do a little bit of a twist. So bring your right hand to your left knee and your left hand behind you. And look over your left shoulder. Keep breathing. All right, face forward. Bring your left hand to your right knee, your right hand behind your right hip. And look over your right shoulder. Keep breathing. Facing forward. Bring those knees up. Let's put the feet wide and hook your elbow on your knee. Cross or interlock your fingers. Bring your seat, your hips up onto your hips, pelvis points. Arch your back forward and lift your face. Lengthen your neck. Shoulders down. Breathe in and out. Keep the length in the neck. Keep the length in the spine. Straighten up that back. Shoulders back. Rib cage forward, breathe in. And out. Let's drop the knees down. This time the right foot is in front of the groin, the left foot is back behind. Adjust, make it work for you, however feels good. I don't like the mermaid pose. Some people don't like it. Let's bring the left hand to the right knee and the right hand to support your weight behind your right hip. Look over your right shoulder. Breathe. And then we're going to bring our face forward and swing the arms around. Look over your left shoulder. You may not turn very far this way. That's okay. Don't force. Breathe. Face forward. Hands on knees. Bring those knees up again. Let's see if we can balance on our hips. Bring your hands on your knees. Bring the feet up into the air. Look at your toes. Flex and point them a few times. Hands come behind the knees. See if you can straighten up your legs. All right. Let's stretch those legs out on the yoga mat. Beautiful posture, lifting through the spine. Let your heart shine forward. Squeeze your shoulders back and down and then relax. Then let your arms rest on your thighs, palm up. Beautiful posture. Long through the spine, long through the neck, shoulders down. Lift the top of the head up. Release your belly. Turn your hands over and hold on to your knees. Give your knees a little bit of a rub there. Let them know you love them. Grateful for your legs. Let's rub from hips to ankles. And just say, I am grateful for these legs. Bring the body down and maybe even grab a hold of your ankles. Come up, go down. Up, breathe in, go down, exhale. Let that head come all the way down to the knees if possible. 3 more times, breathe. Stay down. Allow your legs to soften. You can turn your feet so they flop outward. Your knees are slightly bent. Relax through the back. Relax through the legs. Relax the head, the neck, the shoulders. Relax your neck. Let go of your head. Let it fall. Let it drop. Relax. Very nice. Walk your hands up your legs. Push the body back up. Let's bring the right leg in. If it wants to come all the way in so the heel is right up in your groin, that's okay, but it doesn't have to come that far in. You can bend that knee and put that leg in any position. We're going to reach the arms straight up. Beautiful posture, very straight. Big breath in. As you exhale, reach for the diagonal. We're reaching for the top of the wall on the opposite side of the room. We're not coming all the way down. We're not staying all the way up. We're in between. But we're actively reaching with a straight back, reaching with the top of the head and the fingertips. I suggest, especially if you have a sensitive neck, you look down at your leg and keep your neck from having a bit of a bend there right over the skull. Keep breathing, keep reaching. Think about expanding your rib cage when you breathe in. One more big breath in and really expand your rib cage. Come back up. Bring both legs parallel and straight. Let's reach for our toes. Bring the face down by the knees. or thighs, push yourself up. If you want, you can reach all the way up. But I don't want to suggest that because it can be a really difficult thing for the back. If you've got any kind of back problems, you probably shouldn't do that. So let's go ahead and bring up the other leg. We're going to reach tall, 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 reach up, up, up. And then we go for the diagonal 45 degrees, reaching for the top of the wall across the room beyond your foot. Looking down at your legs so your neck is straight. Breathe and reach. Big breath. It's a very vibrant position to maintain. But it's good because you're breathing. All that air is going straight to the back of your leg, your hips, your arms, your shoulders, your fingertips, your toes. All right, hands. Oh, let's bring it straight up and then hands to the ground. Scoot back onto your back. Knees are bent and heels are a little bit close to your hips. You don't have to be really close. Really close puts a bit of a crimp on your knees, doesn't it? So let's let them be out a little bit. Bring your hands alongside your body, fingers reaching for your heels. All right, we're going to lift those hips up into the air and make a bridge. If you want, you can walk your shoulders together and clasp your hands under your tailbone. If you do that, you may find you can bring those hips up even higher. And as we're up here, we're going to clench our buttocks so we can push the hips up higher. Big breath in and push it out. Keep that going. Breathe like a bellows. Blow through your lips. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through lips. Blow. 3 more times. Nice. Drop the hips down. Release your hands. Let your arms reach out to the side. Kind of like surrender. Bend at the elbows. Surrender. Let your hips be heavy on the ground. And both knees are going to go to the left. Release through the hips. Release through the thighs. Release through the lower back. Say to yourself, heavy. Allow yourself to be heavy. Don't hold through the belly. Don't hold through your back. Release. Be heavy. Stay here for 3 more long, slow, deep, full breaths. Knees slowly coming up. Keep your arms like they are, just tilt your pelvis. Tilt, rock your pelvis. Maybe even pick the hips up off the floor, just for a moment as you squeeze the buttocks. Arch and sway. It's a little bit like cat and cow. Arch and sway. Let your tension go with your breath. Nice. Let's drop both knees to the right now and relax the hips. Allow yourself to be heavy. No resistance. more breaths. Just relax. Let yourself go. Bring those knees up. Let's bring the knees to the chest. And put your hands on your knees or your shins. Squeeze in a little bit and release. Just breathe. Squeeze and release. Nice. Bring them in and hold them in. Squeeze them in. Place both hands on your left knee. Squeeze it in. Let your right leg stretch out on the floor. Beautiful. Stretch that left leg straight up, right out of your hip socket, straight up like a lamp post. If you can't keep your leg straight, if it bends a little bit at the knee, that's fine. Release your arms out to the side, and let's just circle that ankle. You can bend your knee and reach for your toes with your hand, your left hand and your left big toe. And then straighten that leg as much as it wants to. It probably won't straighten all the way. If it does, that's great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. Make a nice gentle hamstring stretch here. Release the leg. Let your arms come straight out from your shoulders like a capital letter T. Reach through your heel straight up to the ceiling. And then bring your leg down onto the ground so slowly that if somebody looked at you, they wouldn't even notice you were moving. Let that leg slowly drop. Hold control. Not too fast. Let it go down all the way. All right. Bring both legs up to your chest again. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and hold. Both hands on your right knee. Let your left leg stretch out on the floor. Squeeze that right knee into your chest. Beautiful. Stretch that leg up to the sky. Reach through your heel. Straight up out of your hip socket. If your leg is bent, that's okay. Circle the ankle. Circle the other way around. Bend the knee and reach your right hand towards your big toe. And grab a hold of your big toe with that right, probably your right two first fingers. Straighten the leg up to your limit. Don't force anything. Hold and breathe. And ask that hamstring to stretch a little bit. Release the leg and let it go back up, straight up out of your hip socket. Reach through the heel, arms out to the side, big breath in. Begin to slowly lower your leg, as slow as you can. You can always go slower. Once that heel hits the ground, stretch your arms overhead. Long body stretch. Beautiful stretch. Oof. Let's bend those knees again. And we're going to put the left ankle on the right knee. And then reach with your left hand and push that knee away. Try to let the knee be pushed away throughout this next exercise. We're going to bring our hands up and grab behind the right knee. Interlock your fingers. And just pull your knee towards your chest. Feel the stretch in your left hip, or wherever you feel this stretch. Lots of breathing here. All right, bring that foot down. Put both feet on the ground and open the knees. If you need to support your legs because it's too much for you, you can hold a little bit with your hands. Let your knees go wide and relax the inner thigh. Big breath. Release your tension with your exhalation. All right, bend those knees up. This time the right ankle goes to the left knee. Push the knee away. Reach around the left knee and interlock your fingers behind your knee and just gently bring it to your chest. Feel the stretch in your right hip. Awesome, lots of breathing. And then we uncross and place those knees right by your chest. Hands on your knees, open wide. Open wide, support your knees with your hands and arms. All right, bring the knees up, cross the right knee over the left and bring both knees to the left. Open your chest to the sky, arms out to the side, palms up. Release through the hips. Keep breathing. And roll back onto your back. Hands on your knees. Squeeze and release a couple of times. Allow your knees to go wide. Breath in, and as you exhale, bring your knees together and cross the left leg over the right. Both knees go to the right, to the floor, or close to it. Arms open, chest is up to the sky, up to the ceiling. Release your lower back. Tension in your mid-back or upper back. Feel free to adjust your location of your arms if you need to. Oh, beautiful. Let's roll onto our back and bring the knees up one more time to the chest. We're going to bring ourselves into a little ball. Bring your head to your knees. Tiny, tiny ball. Squeeze in. Your head up, bring your knees away from your chest, and begin a small rock. Rocking like a rocking chair on your rounded back. And if you need to or want to, you can make it bigger. Kick your legs a little bit and see if you can roll from shoulders to hips. 3 more times. All the way up. If not, come up to seated, however works for you. Take a minute to sort yourself out. And then find yourself Seated with your legs apart. Now you find the straddle that works for you. This, what I'm showing you here, is a straddle. It's a small straddle, it's not very wide. Feet are hip distance apart or a little wider. But if you can, go a little wider with your straddle. Find your perfect straddle that works for you. And then pull the flesh away from your sitting bones so you feel connected down into the earth through the bones, the pelvis points, and your hips. And sit tall. Take a minute to just sit tall and breathe. Nice. Place your hands on the inside of your knees and roll your feet to go out a little bit. So you're really rolling your feet, but your all the bones of your legs are pivoting out. See if you can hold that outward pivot of the thigh bones all the way to the ankles and feet. As you reach tall, keep those legs pointed open and out. Reach up, breathe in. Drop your right hand down and underneath and stretch through the left side. Lift through the strength of your torso, swing the arms around, and let's stretch the other way. Let's go around again. Bringing the body close to the thighs. Your ear close to your knee. Feeling a delicious stretch through the opposite side from fingertips, through the armpit, through these ribs on the side and down towards your hip. 3 more times. Let's see if we can pick the pace up a little bit. 2 more times. Last time, stretch, graceful transition and stretch. Coming up, arms out right over your legs, parallel to your legs, and shift your weight on your hip bones. Feel the body's weight shift from the right hip bone to the left hip bone. All right. Back to the middle, palms up, breathe in, lift your fingers, and prayer hands down. Take a minute to just be peaceful and balanced. Relax through the hips and the legs and the belly. Take a minute for gratitude for your life, for this moment. Each breath. Let's open the hands out and just offer your heart in gratitude to the universe. Open and trusting, grateful, and peaceful. That's how I feel when I'm connected with you, even through the internet. All right, let's bring those hands down in front of the hips onto the ground. Place your hands as if you were going to do a push-up. Fingers wide and strong on the ground. Bend the elbows. And allow the body to come down close to the floor. Take your time, don't overstretch, don't force. Breathe as you move and move as you breathe. We'll be here for a couple of minutes, so just slow it down. come down and then do something once we're down. Stay down, wherever down is for you. It doesn't have to be very far down. And look over your left shoulder and bring your right shoulder into this space in front of your chest. So we're just doing a little gentle twist. Push back, breathe in. Now left shoulder comes in front of the chest. Look over your right shoulder. Push back, breathe in. Let's do that again. And up. And up. Walk your hands back up. And find your beautiful posture again. Bring your arms out, up. So let's turn the torso towards your right leg. Bring your hands on either side of your right knee and bring your nose close to your knee, or maybe your forehead or your chin. If you want, you can reach your hands towards your foot. On the floor, push yourself slowly up. Nice breath in. Beautiful, graceful arms out. Prayer hands down. Be in the moment. Grateful for this moment. Let's turn towards the left leg and bring your hands on either side of your left knee. Bow your head over your knee. Reach your hands for your foot if you choose to. Hands to the floor, push yourself back up. Out to the side. Breathe them up, breathe in. Prayer hands down. Let's go in the middle one more time. Push-ups or push-downs. Take your time. Suggest that we come down and stay down. Maybe come onto the elbows. Find a version of a straddle forward bend that works for you without stressing anything, without any pain or sensitivity. A little gentle stretch can feel good. Too much cannot feel good and stay with you for much too long. Notice I'm shifting my weight on my shoulders, on my elbows, just for a little bit more deepening. Nice. Walk your hands back in, and let's bring those legs in. Just cross. Roll your shoulders. And the other way. All right, so let's just look right and left. Find your full range of motion. Don't force anything. Come back to the front. Tilt over, breathe in, lift up. Tilt over, exhale. Breathe in, lift up. Tilt. And tilt. Look up overhead and down by your hips. Up, breathe in. Exhale, look down. Up, breathe in. And down. Keep your head down. Close your eyes. And just travel through the body, feeling the energy. Let's do a little focused breathing. Let's do 8-5-8-5. If you've been with me before, you know that's my favorite one. Breathing an inhalation for 8 counts. And then hold that breath in with a lot of chance for the air to circulate in the body for 5 counts. And then we exhale for 8 counts. And then empty of air for 5 counts. 8, 5, 8, 5. And if you want, when you're empty of air and you're holding for those 5 counts at the end of your exhalation, you can experiment with bringing the belly up into the chest. And that's a really great massage for the organs. So bring it up. But if you do that, when you go get ready to inhale again, let the belly out first. Force the belly out before you breathe in, because trying to breathe in when your belly is all sucked up into your diaphragm doesn't work. Okay, so here we go. Let's breathe in to get all synchronized. Breathe in and let it go. And we begin. 1, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty of air for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let it go. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5. Inhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5. Exhale. Count for yourself. We'll go through the full breathing routine 3 more times. So keep inhaling and exhaling, counting for yourself. And slowly allow your breathing to just resume a natural rhythm. Let's do a little bit of the thymus thump. We get our claw hands going and pound with the fingertips down by the sternum, up to the base of the neck in front and down in between the breasts, up and down. Breathe. You know your thymus gland is really integral in allowing your immune system to work at its optimal level. And we need our immune system, especially now. So let's stimulate our immunity down to the thymus, down to the sternum, up to the base of the neck. Make it a pretty good thump. Not a tingle, not a tickle. Thump. And now we're going to go up to the base of the neck and along the collarbone, below the collarbone, towards the top of the shoulders and down to the middle. And now we join those two movements, up, out, together, and down. Let's go above the collarbone, back and forth, in and out. And up along the side of the neck, underneath the jaw, all up and down. Behind the ears, thump, thump, thump. In front of the ears, under the eyes. Tap, 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 tap. Up and down the cheeks. And up and down the neck. Let's go all the way below the eyes, down the cheeks, under the jaw, and down to the collarbone. Breathe. And now we're going to go around the eyes and above the eyebrows and up to the top of the forehead, down. Breathe. Breathe out. Up, 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 up to the top of the head. Thump, thump, thump. Tip, tip, top of the head, the fontanelle. And down, split your hands apart and let each come to the top of the ears. And then climb up to the top of the head again and down to the top of the ears. Let's go to the forehead, eyebrows, cheeks, jaw, neck, collarbone, sternum. And now bring your hands behind and rub the back of your neck with strong fingertips. Squeeze, stroke as you release. Let's do the neck, the back of the neck. Allow whichever hand wants to go to the base of the skull. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and release. Let's down to the shoulders. Beautiful. Bring your knees up, wrap your arms around your legs, and take a moment for yourself. All right, beautiful people, we're going to get on our feet now and do a squat, the yoga squat. So from this position, bring your hands behind your hips and widen out your feet. And get those feet flat on the ground in a way that you can push yourself up onto your feet. And then hands come in between elbows, right up against your knees. Prayer hands. And then your posture clicks into place. Lift through the spine, shoulders back. Push, let there be a lot of active work between your elbow and your knees. Your knees are coming in, pushing in. Your elbows are pushing out. Equilibrium. Yoga squat. 3 breaths. See if you can get that air to move into your belly. deep at your root chakra. This pose really stimulates that root chakra. It's great if you can send your breath down into it. Nice. All right, place the hands in front of your feet. Lift your tailbone and drop your head. I'm going to turn around. You don't have to move like this. I'm just turning so you can see what's happening with my posture. I've got my hands on the floor in front of my feet. My feet are pretty wide. And my head is relaxed. Arms and shoulders heavy and relaxed. Let's begin to sway on our feet. Sway a little left. Sway a little right. Hands don't move. Hands are still on the floor. We're just shifting our weight on our feet. Letting the hips sway and move a little bit. Keep breathing. All right, walk your hands over to your left ankle and bring your nose to your knee. Back to the middle, walk over and sway left and right. Walk your hands over to your right ankle, both hands on the right ankle, nose to your knee. And walk your hands back in front. Let's toe and heel the feet a little wider. And bend the left knee, and then push back, straight legs on both legs. Bend the right knee, push back. Left knee bends, right knee bends. Pivot back and forth. All right, walk your hands farther from your feet, and adjust yourself into a downward dog pose. Downward dog. Let's let the feet come a little farther from the hands and adjust yourself into a plank pose. You don't have to do this if it's bad for you. You can even do a low plank on your knees. Back to downward dog. Find your lovely, beautiful, perfect, balanced downward dog. Walk your hands towards your feet again. And just hang from your hips. Ragdoll hang. Bend the knees a lot. Place your hands on your knees. Push against your knees. And bring yourself up. Walk up your thighs. Take a minute to relax. And feel your blood flow uphill all the way to the top of the head. Reach those hands up, stretch tall. Let your right hand drop down, but keep that left hand reaching up. Right hand drops, let it hang next to your leg and look at it down there. As you reach the left hand straight up, fingertips reaching up, we look down at the hanging right hand. Tap that hand against your side of your thigh and walk your fingers a little closer to your knee, just stretching the side body. Walk the fingers back up and let your right hand lift and float up. Both hands stretch straight up. Breathe in. Exhale, left hand starts to drop down. Watch it hang, watch it drop and let it hang. Watch it down there as you keep reaching up your right side. Looking down, reaching up with the right side, looking down at the left side. Nice. Tap your hand against your thigh down there and walk your fingers towards your knee. Just bring your body over a little bit. Stretch through the side body. And walk your fingers back up. Breathe in and lift that left hand up. Both hands stretch straight up. Breathe in. Where? Let's do the butterfly. Both arms moving in synchronicity.